Hey guys, I'm done. I could work for another hour. I'm just not into it. I called it a night at 11:45. 61, 2, 3, 4. I hit 65 and change. It was nothing crazy. It was very non-stressful. Drove 50 miles, 51 miles. And now I'm going to head home. I believe it's this way. Nope. I already know it's not. Good evening. So I didn't have a bad night. You know, I was out to make a few bucks. And that's what I did. And I didn't hurt myself. Maybe this was the way. I should have figured out. I'm going to go this way. No, that looks like a main street. I should have gone that way. And I will. So it wasn't bad. I really don't want to push it. I don't want to do more than 3.5 hours. 3 hours, 45 minutes. They did get me to go to my old region, Uber Eats. And I'll probably get some tips. You know, I just did two quick drop-offs. Good evening. So sometimes I wake up and there's a little more money there. I only did one Grubhub. Uber Eats had me going. I did Cold Stone ice cream 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3. I was very hopping tonight. That store was slamming. But they had me on the other side of Hempstead Turnpike. Oh. I know where I am. Now I do. Oh, okay. Good evening. So, it was worth it. It went quick. I was listening to UDM, the stuff I didn't watch. I kept missing, and I'm happy I finished watching the rest of that video finally. I already missed Pete Paid to Drive, but hey, that's all right. What are you going to do? And all of a sudden, I'm very tired. And I got Qdoba, and the restaurant manager, because I was there yesterday and I did ask to taste the plant-based meat, he gave me an employee discount. So I saved like $2.50. That was pretty nice of him. He didn't have to do that. I got the $10 bowl. I think it came out to like $7.40 or something like that. $7.62. So I'll enjoy that at home, and I had the sauce on the side. But Richie H he did ask me what restaurants I worked in, and it was just easier. I was waiting for food at Mickey D's. The very last restaurant I worked at, the name of it's no longer in existence, is Redfish in Plainview. And I learned a lot at that job. I was very not myself in that. I haven't been myself the last 10 years of waitressing. I guess it started when I hit the fishery. I'm going to go backwards. I wasn't myself then. And not because my father was passing away at that time. That really didn't have anything to do with it. I was already unhappy because I was unhappy when I worked at a job before that. And I worked 10 to 15 years at a job that I was afraid to leave, but I kept working in the background, the back end by myself, figuring things out, and thank God I did. So Redfish, I was serving $30 to $35 specials. I gave very good service, but I was always a nervous wreck, and people didn't realize that. I was so unhappy. And all the, oh God, it was exhausting. I didn't even want to, you only could do the same thing over and over and over again before you just say, I'm done. But I learned a lot about good quality food. And even the chefs, it was a small, privately owned place, very nice people. They said, whenever you work, Michelle, you sell the most specials. And even jobs before that would say that. So even though I was hiding it, how miserable I was, I learned a lot. I served some really good quality food. And serving people who, most people, the clientele was more well-off people, was very hard to do. And I said, I got to get out of this business because I'm just going to go down and be used. Nothing personal against the owners, I was just so done. Before that, I worked at Runyon's Roadside Tavern. The tail end of it, they had their high moment, and I saw it going down, and that's why I left. And I started working at Redfish. But Redfish was my last waitressing job. I didn't dislike it there, but I never felt like I fit in. But I didn't feel like I fit in before that either, so that wasn't bad. I learned a lot. That was good business, made a lot of money there. But I wasn't there the last year it went down. The owners, I think they just let it ride it out because they were letting their lease or their whatever. The man who owned it last, I heard through the grapevine that the staff went to work on a Sunday morning and the doors were shut and the place was closed down. And the guy didn't even tell anybody. It was very sad situation. Who is that? Terry S. Hello, Terry S. Oh, I think it is. Go home. I am going home. That's why I'm taking my time and doing one more. If Rich didn't ask me that question, I wasn't going to go live again. But I figured, hey, why not? I have the apps off. I'm done. It was worth coming out. It just wasn't slamming. But that's okay. It was worth it. I used very little gas. I drove 50. I'm going on 53 miles. That's cool. So before that, I worked at two places for a very long time. Adelaide, well, fishery in between briefly. And I hated the fishery. And it wasn't because of what was going on in my personal life. My mom was having a nervous breakdown. My father was passing away. It was really tough. I really didn't like waitressing, and I really didn't like working on the water. And I happened to find that it was just... they didn't even have enough coffee cups or utensils. Oh my God. I was going through bus buckets in the middle of summer. It was disgusting. The heat, the humidity, everything was all tacky and gross. Working on the water, I did not like that. Besides that, I always worked inland. I had one other job, very briefly on the water. I said, it's not for me. And I was an entrepreneur, and I don't regret that. I was so happy to leave that job. But a lot of crazy people in the business, and they take, you get what you deserve. And the closer I get to the end, the better it gets. Thank God. But I created that. So for 7 or 8 years, God, was I there? I say definite 6 years. I worked at this place called Adelaide's. It was a great sports kind of pub, home style place. I did okay. I was pretty much a one-man show. I was surrounded by the wrong type of people again. But I didn't hate it. At the time in my life, I really did enjoy it. I was still enjoying it then. And then I worked at the Treehouse, like a side gig for a long time. It was just a cash job, sports bar. Worked some parties, worked Wednesday nights. That owner was a very good man to me. But most of my life, up until the last job, I was surrounded by alcoholics and people who really did a lot of drugs. And I'm really happy I saw my chance to get away, because I could have went down, you know, a really bad path, and I helped myself. And it's the best thing I ever did for myself. It was a long journey, but I know what it is. What a ride. What a ride. And my father knew right before he left. He was like, hey, don't you dare give it up, Michelle. Don't. He was always in the business. He loved it. He was a bartender. And in his younger day, he loved to cook. He loved the business. He did. He loved the business. My father worked up into a year before he passed. And he loved the business. But I don't feel he had a lot of friends. You know, it's a tough business to be in. I keep in touch with very few people. And that is the way it is. And it had to be that way. Now, some people reached out to go back in time. But, you know, you weren't nice to me then. And you know, something, I just didn't feel right about it. And I don't have to. So I just feel like I have a real second chance, and I created my second chance, and I feel like I have all this second chance coming my way, and I'm so appreciative and grateful. And I thank, and I'm not overly religious. I was raised Catholic, but I thank God every day for the second chance He gave me. He chose me. And I'm very grateful for it. And I don't want you thinking I'm preaching religion, because I'm not. Oh. Let me pull over for a moment. Like, I need those glasses, because it's not worth it. I know there's cops around. I'd rather pull over. At least talk back to you. That's the one downfall when you're alive, when you're driving. You can't read everything. Oh, we had a mood swing. Pete's not leaving. Oh my God, thank God. All right, Petey. Yay, thank you for telling me that. Sam. Hey, what's up? Janice Pierce, hello. When you go home, watch Petey's back. Oh, I'm so happy. What a difference from last night. I just felt bad. I was like, oh, he has a lot of highs and lows, that fella. Wow, can't wait. When I eat my Qdoba, and I can't wait to enjoy it with my plant-based meat, and I asked them to put the medium verde sauce on the side. I got the bowl. I got white rice, black beans, the diced tomatoes, the plant-based meat, and it's seasoned with their own seasoning. It's very good. Guacamole, no sour cream. White rice, black beans. They have a lot of flavors in their food. It was lettuce, white rice, black beans, the seasoned plant-based beef. I said double tomato stuff. Guacamole. Cilantro. And the verde sauce on the side. Can't wait to sit down. I'm going to watch Pete pay the drive and have some Qdoba. I can't wait. Thank you. You made my night. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so happy. That was short-lived. I'm so happy for him. It was short-lived. I watched a little team UDLM, whatever. Today, I caught him live for like 20 minutes. And I watched a little bit of his older videos tonight. I didn't watch the Postmates man. I'm going to give other channels shout-outs. But I plan on going out tomorrow night for at least 3.5 hours again after my day with my mom, and a little each day. At least it's a little income every day. I don't know what to expect on Mother's Day. But I would think a Sunday night, I'll do the same thing I did tonight. It wasn't an average Saturday night. It was on the slow side. But, you know, I made something. Oh, I said that in the beginning. How was my night? 57, 58, 59, 61, 2, 3, 4. I made 65 and change. I only did one Grubhub and all the rest were Uber Eats. And they got me out on my old region, but there was no traffic. I didn't mind it. It wasn't a regular Saturday night. I usually, if I go out Saturday nights, I make $100 and I hang in there till 11:30. I wasn't pushing it. Hey, Don. That's right. Something's better than nothing. I didn't drive a lot of miles. It went quick. You don't have to like hurt yourself every shift. A little money every day is a good thing. I can't wait till I earn more money online. I worked all morning on my business before I even did anything for 2 hours. And I made some heavy decisions because I have to fix what I figured out. It's like, I wonder if I would get some Grubhub orders of Taco Bells, but I'm just not in the mood. Merrick Taco Bell right here is nice and easy, but I'm just not in the mood. I did it, I'm done. So hello everyone, wow. Jumping Saturday night. Oh, I'm so excited about Petey. Woo! Can't wait to watch him. Thank you, Sam. You gotta be careful with people online, folks, because you really don't know who the other person is on the other end. If they don't show their face, they can run several channels. You gotta be very careful. A little game playing on the web. That's why you can't believe everything. I will, Janice, I definitely will. And that's right, she put a lot of cilantro on top. It's gonna taste really good. And it looked like a nice fresh batch. That was so nice of the manager. Because yesterday I was so impressed by the plant-based beef. And he said it's a huge seller. We can't believe how popular it is. I was like, really? And he gave me an employee discount. That was so nice. He goes, you're one of us. We're gonna give you a discount. I was like, thank you, sir. Oh my God, that was so nice. That was very nice of him. I'm meeting a lot of nice people in the past couple of years of my life. I'm very grateful. It is awesome. Hello, Don, Janice, Sam, Terry, yes. Oh, you know who somebody's missing? Just Me Yo must be taking a break. That guy's a funny guy. He's always around. Now I gotta wait a moment. Oh, it's Julie. Hey everyone, I saw it. Hey everyone. So thank you. Can't wait to hear what he has to say. I saw him. I was watching a video of Team LMDU and I saw Pete active in the live chat and it just got me so confused. I was like, what? I never thought of watching him today because I just figured it was over for a little while for him. Oh, all of a sudden I got very tired. So Richie H, when you watch this, those are the places I worked. And if I'm going further, you know, that was from years ago, in my 20s, I worked at a bar for a long time. A lot of nasty people in the business. The people I was surrounded by. And from my 20s on. I'm not pinpointing anyone. I just feel a lot of people... There's a reason why my life has gotten much better when I removed myself. And it was an adjustment. And I bettered myself. I just focused on starting over, and it was the best thing I ever did. Not even, you know, just, See, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth. They get a little nasty. And a handful of people did try to come back into my life in the past couple of years, and I want nothing to do with it. And I'm not even sorry. But, like I say, like I did with my business, I know I was really sick and tired of the business, and I worked with some young people on my last place that I'm a really nice person. I would still hang out. I would be very nice to these people. I didn't hate. You know, even my last job, there was a young girl that hated my guts. She was such a nasty little snot. And if you're watching, you're a snot. I couldn't stand that little kid. I tried to like her, but she was mean, nasty, and too young to be that mean and nasty. She couldn't stand me. She was so disrespectful. And what's funny is I ended up texting her recently. It's so funny how I'm talking about the restaurant business and that I'm bringing that up. I went to go text one of my mother's friends, Geraldine, and there was a reason why I was contacting her. And the young lady that I worked with, you know, I'm not even going to call her a young lady. She's not worthy of that title. It was her that I texted, and she was writing, "Who is this?" And I was like, "Is she playing games with me, Geraldine?" I'm like, it's Barbara's daughter." And then she was like, who? And then I put it together. And I said, "Is this Geraldine from Redfish?" And she didn't even write back. I said, she probably did tailspin. So I took her out of my phone. I don't know why this phone number was still in my phone. Oh my God. That's a lot of years. That's like 4 years. But you can't. I'm going to tell you a story, a really good story. See this building right here? It's behind my building. I don't want to, Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Damn it. I'm very sorry, guys. It's just that if I put the screen, like turn it around, the last time I did that, the last 2 times, people told me the screen went black. I think I should re-upload YouTube. This building behind me, there was this man, Dago, that when I worked at this place, Adelaide, years ago, I haven't thought of this man in 14 years. And nothing personal. He didn't speak English then, and I was much younger. And he worked in the kitchen. That's not where I live. Yes, Pete does take stuff too seriously. Hey, J-Bud. J-Dub. Janice. So, he caught me, like, he saw me out in the parking lot, and I knew this guy was trying to talk to me, and this man, you know, he wanted to sleep with me when his wife was pregnant. I don't care about this guy. It was so, people think you're stupid, you know? And I was so disgusted by it that it ruined my image of him, and I adored him. I really did adore this man. And from there on, at my last job, he was one of the, he delivered products to the store. And he always said hello to me, and I made it very clear. I talked to him once to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I thought, God, I used to think that guy's nice. I could live without him in my life. Thank you very much. And I have. So he sent someone here to start talking to me, and he was like, "Why don't you stop by the old place? The old bosses sold it. Why don't you come by?" I don't hang out at bars anymore. Unless I'm enjoying the company with a cocktail at dinner, like before dinner or after dinner. I don't hang out the way I used to at bars. I used to be on dart teams. I used to hang out. I used to have a really good time. But I'm also not in my 20s and 30s anymore. And some people do that for their lifetime, and some people don't. It was just a chapter in my life. I had a lot of fun. I do keep in touch with a few people that live in Freeport, that every now and then I see them. And they're very nice. I have a lot of friends that live in my building. A lot of friends. I like them. I keep in touch with them once in a while, but not many. Very, very few. And I'm not sorry. And he was talking to me, and then I didn't even know who he was. And then the moment he smiled, I was like, "Oh my God, Dago, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize." And I got nasty. And I wasn't myself. It brought out the ugly in me, because I left and I was so angry the way I was treated that I would never want to go back to that. That's like saying that I don't like myself. I want to punish myself. I don't want to punish myself. So you get it. We've all been there. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Hey folks, JB Hustles. I hear Pete's back already. I can't wait. I'm so excited. See, Pete only lives in Westchester. That's an hour over the bridge where I live. And he's made a comment that he would love eventually to get everybody to meet up at a hotel and spend a night at a hotel and have like a meetup with all the drivers. And you could count me in. I would love that. I would love that. That would be a blast. So I saw my viewer, Kimmy, in one of my videos a while ago. I delivered to one of my viewers, and she was my very first viewer when I went live, and she lives in my town. I bumped into her last week, right? I would love to do that, and we really aren't that far from each other. I would be, Pete, count me in. I'll go over the bridge and go stay at a nice hotel. It's got to be a nice hotel. It's worth the money. You know, a mini vacation, meet all the people, have a great time, party it up, drink. I think we would have such a good time. That would be awesome. It would be awesome. Been there, done that. No, you're too good for that. It does sound great. And he has said that many times. And if he does it, wherever I am in life, I would love to do it once. I would love to meet him. You know, it's not so unattainable. But that viewer, she's a sweet young woman. And I delivered to her. And I remember I did a video about it. I was really excited. I bumped into her last week. And she wasn't that overly gung-ho. I mean, she was nice and pleasant. And I thought maybe, well, you know, this isn't the first time this has happened to me. Even I have a couple of friends that I touch base with from my past, and they're gay, but I don't care. They're married. And I think that woman was hoping, and I'm like, no, she's not the first. It's like, no, just because I'm not with someone doesn't mean I'm gay. And many people have thought that of me. It's like, no, I just haven't fallen in love. You know, but this guy, I'm very interested in getting to know someone much better. And I hope that all goes to plan. I'm just not sharing it with anyone. Seems like a lot of people out there don't want you to be happy. A delivery driver convention. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That would be amazing. That would be so much fun. That would be such a great time. But Pete, he would have to do it a little careful, like private messaging people and not putting it out on YouTube or the web, like to the public where we're meeting, because you don't know what crazy people are out there. It would have to be like in a private group, you know, and not just his Facebook group, like private messaging, and let people pay for their room, like him pick a designation, a place designation. Hope I'm saying that right. And we all make our own reservations, and then we all confirm via private messaging, because I wouldn't want the public to know where we are. It's too many crazies out there. They're just too crazy. That's a laugh. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Exactly. Seinfeld episode. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Exactly. I could care less. And that's why, out of the handful of people I keep in touch with once in a while, they are somebody I keep in touch with once in a while. I know I didn't hook up with them for their last. They had this big party thing on a boat and whatnot, but I'm going to hang out with them again. I just wasn't in the mood. That's not where I am right now. I just wasn't up to it. But dining and going out and chit-chatting and hanging out and catching up, absolutely. They'll be friends for life. I just wasn't up to it. Just wasn't my thing. So, a delivery drivers convention. But you do agree, we would have to keep it private. Excuse me. I would never want somebody to bother us. And I'm sure everybody has somebody that they wouldn't want them to know where they're going. I need to relax once in a while. Well, soon. Soon. I happen to really like what I do. Some days it's a little hectic, but like this morning, I had such a great moment, like figuring things out for the web. I will relax when I start earning a couple of $100 a day, and it's a lot closer than it is further. You know, it's not the later, it's the now. The latter, like that ladder. So I'm almost there. I'm building a business. That's what you do. It's, you know, I told you, if that guy I'm interested in asked me out, I would make time for him. And I'm going to make time for my mom tomorrow. We'll have fun. We'll enjoy each other's company. We're going to have a nice day tomorrow. I wish it wasn't rainy. Today was so beautiful. It was just so beautiful. Same here. Well, what do you mean same here? Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't even think the guy knows to have YouTube channels. I don't think so. Something to talk about when we get to know each other, if it gets to that. Thank you. Thank you, Janice. Oh. Well, what kind of business are you building? Are you doing the affiliate stuff online? Are you the guy? I'm being nosy. Neighbors walking around. They must have had company. What kind of business, J-Dub? What kind of business? See, I'm doing this, but I'm also building an online business, but I'm more than halfway there. So, you know, I'm on the right track, definitely. And then I don't mind having a boss. I just want to be in a different field, a different industry. You know, this guy that I'm interested in, he's a very successful man and he works his own business. Not going to say what the name of it is yet, but he wants to expand. And if that ever worked out, I would be his amazing internet marketer, his social media manager. That would be a great combination. I already know we would have so much in common. I already sense it. God, I make him so busy. He'd be yelling at me, I need to hire more staff. Independent contractor, multiple sources of income. Good night, Michelle. Good night, Janice. See you soon. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So true. So when Richie H joins in or watches this, he'll see the video. I think he catches up like I do when he can, and he can focus and listen to what's going on. He'll be like, oh, those are the places. I think he's from the island. I think so. I ask people, oh, where you from, where you from, where you from, and you forget unless you have the notes right in front of you. I know a handful of people are from the island and they watch. That's why when Pete said he would love to have a delivery driver convention, count me in. I would love that. That would be so much fun. We would have a really good time. Sometimes you got to just blow a little money and have a little fun, you know? That would be really nice. So, guys, thanks for joining in. I'm really happy. I'm going to head up. I'm going to watch Pete. Thanks, Sam, for telling me that. That was short-lived. I'm so happy he's already back. I'm so happy I'm going to have good entertainment on the computer. And I got my Qdoba. I can't wait to try it out. I'm so in the mood for this. Yummy, yummy, with medium verde sauce. And that sauce with the spicy plant meat. Oh, God, I just, my mouth's watering. I'm very hungry. Enjoy Saturday Night Live. See you later, guys. Thanks again. See you, JB Hustles. Bye, guys. Have a good one. See ya. Happy Mother's Day to whoever's ever a mommy. Enjoy